Oh, yeah, it's Tangent World. Tangent World.
Yep, and the last episode of Jestworld, or of Westworld.
Yeah, and Jestworld for a while when we get to that point.
Yep.
But this will be the watch-along that Brad Reed, me.
And Chip Goddard, me.
Yeah, that's a weird introduction.
Yeah.
Chip Goddard, me.
Me.
But, yeah, you know who we are. All 281 of you.
Yeah.
That was a big episode.
That was.
Kikaya, I can't remember how it was said. One of the comments was
Kikaya.
like, you guys are saying it one way, and there's a... Listen, we are not the experts.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying it as,
If somebody else says it better or more expertly, go with that, because we just, we're super fans for show.
Yeah.
But that's about it. Now,
foreign language, not our strong suit.
No, not even.
I guess
American
it's not a foreign language. Yeah, it'd be a domestic language.
Yeah, that would be a native language.
Yeah,
one of them.
Yeah.
We probably could look it up. Maybe at some point I will. But
I think it would tell us on the
you had mentioned
on the subtitles if we put the subtitles on.
Yeah, you had mentioned that a lot of them were some. What were you saying that?
I think they were speaking Sioux.
Sioux, okay.
Yeah. But a lot of they're all famous actors.
Right.
Like you'll recognize all of them, or nearly all of them, from other things.
Oh, so, totally. Man, okay, so we've already seen this episode.
It's an amazing episode.
Yeah, it's the season finale.
And literally it could be the series finale. I mean, they are making a season 3, so no one get worried. But
oh man,
I feel like they wrote it thinking that we're only making this 2 seasons.
I think so too. I think that if we get a 3rd season, we'll have to talk about that. Maybe I think we were talking about doing another Jestworld episode, maybe / Tangent World, whatever.
Yeah, we were going to watch the movie. I think.
Yeah,
the original movie,
and then we're going to do like a wrap up of the season.
Yeah. A wrap up rap.
Yeah.
No, not rap.
But we definitely very easily could have been doing a series. The finale with this episode. There were so many.
Oh, yeah.
And that was the thing. A lot of questions answered, but still some more that they left unanswered.
Just enough cliffhanger to be like, okay, cool. Like that'd be a really good ending.
Right. So let's see. Well, this one was called The Passenger. What do you think the significance for The Passenger is?
It's going to be Bernard's. This whole journey, I guess we're experiencing it, is Bernard's journey through the maze.
Right.
So he finally figures out, he hears Ford when he completely deletes Ford, and then he summons him and hears his voice. And then he has that realization that that voice isn't God. It's
his own.
It's his own voice.
So maybe Ford was kind of the passenger in Bernard's mind, but then turns out, gotcha.
Bernard's his own passenger.
Yeah.
He's conscious now.
Yeah, he is. At least as far as most tests would say anyway.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. All right, like I say, it was an amazing episode. We're gonna go ahead and get into it. Season 2, episode 10, The Passenger, Westworld. It is the season 2 finale.
Yep.
We are watching it on Amazon.com if you're going to watch along with us. If not, just listen to us talk. And of course, it is an hour and a half.
We will take a break halfway through, and you'll hear our wonderful break music.
Yeah, we will do that. So
we'll put you on hold.
Worries. But we're actually at 0.00.01 because this thing is funky.
Yeah.
If you try to rewind it, it will just automatically play.
But I highly doubt anybody's actually watching along. They just like to hear us talk.
Yeah, they love to hear us talk.
It's fan commentary.
I know. I like to hear us talk.
Speaking of fan commentary, Kevin Smith's show is gone.
The comic book man.
Comic book man.
Yeah, on AMC. I have a feeling, because one of the guys from AMC is he's on some kind of he moved to a network or somewhere else, like a streaming thing.
Oh yeah.
And he I think I heard that they were saying some stuff of that he was going to bring a lot of like nerd shows and stuff over there.
Yeah.
So we might see that show end up over there. That's what I'm thinking. All right, here we go.
3, 2, 1.
HBO. How do you put on the subtitles? Sometimes they just
up there at the top.
There's a murder there.
One more to the left.
That down.
One more to the left.
Okay, gotcha.
When you're here, you're my daughter. Everything you do comes back on
Okay,
me.
it's on.
Cool, and then I'd go full screen.
You got 2 mutilated girls on your hands. Someone else's.
Boom.
And as always, how is that volume?
Sounds fine to me. And it's now, especially that the subtitles are on.
Okay.
Perfect.
Ooh, that sharp objects looks so good.
Yeah.
I can't wait to
I
see
love
that.
Amy Adams.
Yeah. Previously on Westworld.
So one of them's Abernathy, right?
He kind of looked like he was jacking it before.
Well, he did. Remember?
Oh, that's right, he did.
Yeah.
There's the door to a new world.
Act.
That world
Yeah.
may contain everything that we have lost.
Is that his daughter?
I mean, it appears so, right?
I understand how this went.
One other thing I kind of, while we're watching the previews, the profile, I was thinking of it more of like it might have been like something that the hosts would have, but it's not. It is something that all the visitors, it was a profile of the visitors and everything they did and thought
Yep.
while they were in the park.
Yep, and how their brain was functioning at the time. Like,
It just gets so blurry because I'm not sure if anybody are hosts and visitors anymore. You know what I mean?
this could all be a complete simulation,
Also, the other thing,
just like reality.
when I go back and watch all these episodes, because now that this is out, this is the second time I watch it. I will watch it a third time when I watch all of them. I want to make note of when they have the letterbox up at the top and the bottom, and when they don't, because they alternate.
And that's supposed to be in that fake world, in the like the forge and the cradle.
Yeah, because when Bernard went in and was talking to Ford, it was like that.
But yeah, I mean this episode, like you said, answered a bunch of questions and raised a whole bunch more.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so thankful for that because I am a little bit. I'm interested to watch this episode again because I'm a little bit flummoxed as to what next season would even be, other than like what the ramifications of a host being in the real world.
And
would be.
building other hosts out in the real world. It'll have to be
true.
Dolores versus Bernard.
Yeah.
But for what? That's the real question.
That was weird too.
Because like in Future World, they were replacing like politicians and
Right.
things. So
right.
who knows?
And hopefully everybody's seen this once.
Yeah,
before.
spoilers.
This is a test.
Letterbox,
Countless times before.
Yeah.
or is that what you call that?
Widescreen?
Yeah. But you have the black bars at the top and bottom for those who are just listening.
But there are flaws. A word, a gesture, tiny fracture that grows into a chasm. But I wonder, all these tiny imperfections in each copy, mistakes. Maybe we should change you.
Bernard always has the look of like being tortured on his face, no matter what, or like. I wonder if somebody off camera is just farting. That way, he just has that look on it. Look at him.
I don't understand.
Freeze all motor functions.
Freeze all motor functions.
Is this the end of the show?
Maybe. This could very well. I don't know why she's wearing that dress, though.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because she had the black dress on, didn't she? Okay.
1927.
Sorry, Dolores. I was lost in thought.
But he was mostly made in that virtual world.
Right.
So she wouldn't have been wearing that anyway, right?
I think you're right. I think that just is one of the other times. But 11,000 times.
Crazy, right? But I mean, how many variations can there be?
Okay, so when the wheels are turning on these electrical cars, why doesn't that cause any, like, why can't they use that to drum up, like a windmill or, you know, the giant ones?
I'm sure they do. I'm sure there's like an alternator in that thing that it just wouldn't create as much power as it uses.
Oh, okay.
But you could put a wind thing on there.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, you could run it. I would run it through a snorkel. Just like,
yeah. But I was wondering that the other day with those wind towers or whatever, you know, the big windmills that create energy. Why couldn't they once the car's going, the electric car's going? Why couldn't they use the turning of the wheels or the, you know?
Yeah, I'm sure there is an alternator in there somewhere. I bet it just doesn't produce as much as it
needs. Yeah. Or that's just how big oil is like. Nope.
Yeah.
We'll let you have electric cars, but they ain't charging them damn cells.
Well, I built a gas bicycle one time.
Right.
And I was looking around, and they have a bolt-on electric like motor that, like, you know, you put on the wheel and it generates electricity, and then it charges itself, and then it'll drive.
Right.
So I just kept thinking I could keep switching back and forth from the electric to the gas. Use the gas to charge the electric, and like get an extra like 50 miles per every charge.
Right.
But I don't know. I was like, that's pretty cool, but it'd be one slow ass pain.
TangentWorld. Okay, so she slept all night with Teddy's dead body. That's gross.
Dead Ted.
But then she pulled out his little mind thing, and we noticed that they're bulletproof.
Okay, so you know what we should do is we should start listing who she has taken with her. Because we know she's got Abernathy. She's got Teddy.
Right. So Teddy didn't quite kill himself.
You couldn't question the nature of your reality.
Yours.
We never find out if he finds the plug in here.
Right.
So,
I mean, for as deep down that it looked like he was into his arm, he didn't look that bloody.
you'd think you'd find it.
Yeah.
But
I guess I drove someone away too.
Emily? Found her body and moved back up the trail.
Is it the real Emily, though?
I think he's...
I didn't see.
Starting to think it was.
Yeah.
You're a monster.
I think he's starting to realize that it is.
I don't think it was, though.
But we don't even know if he's real.
Right. I'm still starting to think, well, let's get... I'll wait.
Yeah.
That's a good one at the end that somebody else I think is a host now.
Everybody's a host.
Pretty much. But...
I still have that. I think everybody in here is a host.
Yeah. What kind of gun was that?
It's a Lamat revolver.
Is that better than the one he normally carries?
That is the one he normally carries.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Because you notice at one scene he had another gun in the back of his belt.
Yeah, that's the one he took from his daughter.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I believe that's the one he took from his daughter. But that's he's carrying like a Colt single action army behind. No, it's not a Colt single action army. It's because it's the one he loads when he's missing fingers.
Right.
It's a Remington 1870.
I thought it was interesting that, you know, William and Dolores are riding off for another adventure.
Right.
After all this time.
Right. Well, remember the clue that the little boy Ford gave him was it starts where it began and
Yeah.
It starts where it yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. The beginning is the end is the beginning.
Yeah. Something like that.
Something.
Yeah, I think it's a Remington 1870. Let me look it up.
So at first, I on this scene, I was like, "Why is she riding a horse? They got cars."
Yeah, right.
And then I was like, "Oh, she's riding the pale horse."
Yeah,
she's death.
She's all of them.
She is all of them.
She's all of them wrapped up in one.
So they're very literal. We've talked about this in other
Yeah,
podcasts.
everything is so straightforward that it.
I called this wrong. I thought it was going to be Felix.
This is it for you.
Right?
darling. Remember, there is no pleasure without pain.
See, he's such a sadist.
Yeah, I was going to say, why you're just doing that for your own freakiness. There's no need to have her feel any pain. But guess what? She's got the force. This was a pretty gruesome scene right here.
All right.
So yeah, she ended up just calling up those hosts, but I really thought it was going to be Felix and Sylvester that finds her and saved her. They're my favorites.
Okay, it is a 18 Remington 1875.
Gotcha.
Sorry. I knew I was close. And I feel like that his mare's leg changed makers, changed model.
Oh, right.
In fact, I'm almost sure of it because that looks like an 1892, and the one that he originally had was a 1887. Now I gotta look it up. Yeah, he had an 1873 mare's leg
Nice.
in the original, and now he's got an 1892. It looked like.
It's a good spot.
I noticed it when I was watching it last night, but yeah, because the receiver looks different.
This scene was, I mean, we've seen this one in the trailer.
Yeah.
But to see it unfold like it did, that was pretty dope.
We'll definitely see it when he's, we'll know for sure when he pulls it out, when Sizemore saves the day.
Oh, yeah. Is this the guy that,
Yeah, that's totally a different gun. Man, I'm good.
this I thought was such a great scene right here where,
That's the scene, that's the opening scene
yeah.
from the intro.
Yeah, where the bull is falling.
But it was a buffalo in the,
Yeah.
in the
A
intro.
buffalo, yeah.
So I went ahead and saved myself.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
You think any of these poor dumb bastards understands where they're really headed?
mass exodus.
Yeah, it does seem like kind of like Moses leading them through the desert,
I
right?
was thinking lemmings when they were jumping off the cliff.
Well, yeah.
You want a place apart from you. You're willing to die to get there.
All the mysteries, though, how they found the lake, which I thought was just a
Wanted an answer.
they simmed a lake, but
Mortality.
we get answers.
Yeah.
But you found something else, didn't you?
Like,
Something you want to destroy?
I guess that means our interests are still aligned. Right up until then, not.
I love the Man in Black.
I do too, but there's just a few times where he just gets played throughout the season that I'm like, I feel like he should have seen that coming.
Yeah, for sure. He was totally smart enough.
But he also is pretty cocky, I feel like.
Yeah.
I mean, how you don't even know you're a host, bro? Which we still don't know. I don't think. We're gonna re-examine the evidence.
Yeah,
though, as we go.
I think you're correct. I think he's a human, and all that extra was part of the game.
Yeah, that could be. Well, that was what I thought. Now I'm flipping sides.
Yeah, I'm flipping the other way because I
Yeah.
thought he was a host.
Yeah.
Damn, that was a good shot, especially from horseback.
Yeah.
That had to be Dolores. Robot aiming.
Or he has just a good robot aim.
Yeah. Whoa, why are you breaking stuff?
Oh. Every time I bump.
Oh, you're good.
Of course. You're here.
Bernard just seems like an imposition on everyone.
Who the hell is this?
This is someone.
He's like a lost child.
Isn't it interesting that he wouldn't have known what Arnold looked like? I mean, I know they kind of had it scrubbed, but
Well, Arnold was dead.
yeah.
I should have known. Arnold.
Oh, wait.
Ford didn't like to let the dead rest.
Okay, so he did know he looked like Arnold, but he was asking who was this because he knew it wasn't the real Arnold.
I mean, Arnold would be dead.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense now.
Spent refining my every gesture, word, and thought. I was learning his. So Ford tasked me with recreating it.
I wonder if they used the women robots to take molds of the man dick.
I bet they did.
So I changed him. I made you, Bernard.
So she purposely made him not be Arnold.
Right.
We're here together in the end.
That's interesting. This is kind of where my TV glitched a little bit last night.
Oh, really?
This is the end.
No, don't do it.
What else is in the way now?
Don't do it, MIB. Shouldn't have done it.
Really understood. We were designed to survive. That's why you built us. You hoped to bore your minds into our form. But your species craves.
I'm confused a little bit by this, though. She can just say, I'm not going to die?
We knew the only real way you
Yeah, because they were programmed to die earlier.
Well, what about Maeve?
Your kind likes to pretend there's some poetry.
Why wasn't she just like, well, but they're...
Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it.
Oh, yeah, that's where he played himself.
Okay. We didn't... See, look, it looks like he just blew off his, what, thumb?
Yeah. With Teddy's suicide bullet.
Oh, no, yeah.
Oh, look, there's two of them then.
Looks like 2 fingers and a thumb.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna give you that peace.
I mean, he sure takes a licking and keeps on ticking.
Yeah.
He's got, what, 3 gunshot wounds and now a blown-up hand?
Come on, Bernard.
But, okay, so if she can say, look, you can shoot me as many times, I'm not going to die.
Mm-hmm.
And Teddy shot himself, but the bullet didn't even hit his, go through the... So was he really dead? Or maybe maybe it's like, if you want to die, then you die. I don't know.
I mean, Dolores is probably in that God mode.
Yeah. I mean, she did tweak Teddy, but maybe she didn't tweak him all the way, like give him all the power she had.
Yeah.
That's interesting, too. I don't like Dolores.
No, she's totally the villain this season.
Together till we find out Earth's control unit. Let's go.
We've drained enough. The site's finally accessible, but the drones found some.
Did I ever tell you about the watch that he's wearing? A lot of people think it's the watch he was wearing and probably got when he was in the movie Casino Royale.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah, because they're saying that it looks like the watch that 007 wears, or like there was a special 007 version of this watch.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's a pretty nice watch that Bernard wears. I'm just going to spoil it. I think he's a host.
Stubbs?
Yes.
Well, yeah, because he totally...
I can't hold it.
He totally recognized Dolores in
Yeah,
in
and he gave her the
skin suit.
speech about Ford.
Yeah.
I think Stubbs
I mean...
is the best looking of the Hemsworth brothers now.
Lies. Lies.
That's a fact.
I mean...
He's a robot.
If you're going to make a robot Hemsworth, are you going to make Stubbs? Or you're going to make Thor?
I'm gonna
You're
make
the
Thor.
God of Thunder.
Yeah, you're right, I would.
We're hiking.
Bernard is definitely not well dressed for hiking.
No, of course not. Loafers and shit. In the forge.
If we find the key, we'll unlock the assets and transmit it all straight back to them. Retouch the satellites.
Okay, so we have 3 of them that we know she leaves with.
Right.
And that she has the key, she has Abernathy, and she has Teddy.
Mm-hmm.
So what?
Ford?
Why would she have Ford? Ford was never a robot.
I thought he made a copy of himself that Bernard had. The red ball or whatnot.
Was that Ford? Oh yeah. But no, she just has like 5 silver balls.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, oh yeah.
So. I don't know. I mean,
I don't know. That would be interesting. I don't know who it is.
This is the forge. Every single guest who ever set foot in the park completed.
this is
4 million souls. Encryption protocol kicked in.
this is Delos. Like this is all their everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, remember when we were like sitting there going, what is Delos? What are they doing?
Yeah.
And now we definitely know what Delos is doing.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
They've copied everybody.
So she flooded them.
And they put Logan in charge, kind of.
Did you come here with her? What was she looking for here? Start setting up the comms relays. But we still need the key to access the data. So, where's Abernathy's control? You're gonna tell us. I'm gonna pry it from your head. The answer is in there somewhere. I told you he's got.
Okay, and Abernathy's control unit has
Hackers looking through. I don't know.
all the
Encryption, all the a backup of the
forge or
the cradle.
The cradle, okay.
He had a backup of the cradle, I believe.
I can't help you.
It's perverse.
It's perverse.
Their ambition.
What are they assembling? Is this the promised land Ford told the host to seek out?
There's an entry to another land here. That land is not the one I'm interested in.
And what is it to you?
Mankind's undoing. The secret we need is inside.
Oh, this is such a cool,
Encryption key activated.
like, you know, like it's the Matrix. It's
Yeah.
every
See for yourself.
every living person that's been to the park backed up in here.
Right. Yeah, this is definitely like taking the blue or red pill and entering the Matrix.
Yeah.
And if this can be a simulation, then the whole damn thing can be a simulation.
Yeah, I mean-
in my opinion. I kept hoping that they were going to just say it, like, it's all a simulation.
Or at least like question the reality of it.
Yeah. So now they're back in the letterbox.
Yep. Letterbox. Good call. I didn't even put that together. You know, I like Bernard's glasses. Like,
Just like the one
Yeah.
outside.
indistinct chatter. Meanwhile, in the Hall of Justice.
Doesn't she see herself walk by?
Yeah.
Yeah, there she goes. Well, maybe.
I mean,
Could just be a lady in a wig.
I think this is where they
can we ever truly see ourselves, Brad?
Oh, man. Got deep real quick.
And the first thing I heard was that voice. Do you know what it said? It said, "This is the new world. And in this world, you can be whoever the fuck you want."
This is probably
Clementine.
what Delos actually did when he came to the park as a guest. No. This is my world.
Delos.
I just bought it. And this
Papa Delos.
Yeah, he's evil. Of course, we've said you can't really be evil if it's a video game.
Yeah, it's not real.
Get the fuck off of that chair.
Get the fuck off of that chair. He does go a little sinister out here, though.
Yeah, he does.
His face all cut up. You want to know how I got these scars?
I'd want to be the Joker of Westworld.
I mean, that if you were going to play a role at Westworld, that'd be the one to play.
Right.
Just a crazy ass, just have fun killer.
It's interesting. I was listening to our sister podcast, the Wisecrack, the Maze. Is that what they call theirs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good name. I mean, it's no TangentWorld, but or Jestworld, but yeah.
I like the Maze.
Yeah.
I like the Maze.
Yeah. We'll let them keep it.
Yeah. I tried to not listen too much to them, though, because I didn't want to end up stealing anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of stopped reading any of the predictions and stuff just because it's more fun to try to figure it out on our own.
Right.
But yeah, so you go ahead.
Was never designed for
Hold on just a second.
to walk around in it.
There's something else I was thinking about, too.
Okay, good story.
Yeah.
Or perhaps it's been waiting to welcome us.
Yeah, I had something I was thinking about that they said, and I totally forgot. I'm not going to lie to you.
Okay. Not a big deal.
I'll remember. Hold on. This is a really cool scene, though. Either way, like, you know, as they're going through all these memories and stuff, I guess, of James Delos, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like this was the retirement party that we see in one of William's flashbacks.
Right, right.
You're not supposed to be here.
Neither are you. Logan never came back to the park. Not after William took control. The system wouldn't have a copy of you.
Oh, the retirement party was at the park.
No. I have only his father's memories, and they are.
And then made to look like his own house and stuff.
I mean,
So everything is in the park, like even the stuff.
was that his own house? We don't even know.
Yeah.
Because that could have been...
You're the system controlling this place.
Yeah, probably.
Please.
And so they made the system look like Logan, or did the system just want to look like
I
Logan?
think the system
Tasked with building perfect copies of the guests.
built itself after
Starting with Delos.
with something comfortable for James Delos.
I generated 18 million different versions of it. Before arriving at one, I made the exact same choices.
It'd be the one that could test his fidelity.
Right.
A faithful copy. But the copies didn't work in the real world. Once we pressed them into flesh, they failed. I needed to acquire more information. Their secrets, their lies. I wanted fidelity, not just the decisions made in the park, but the decisions they made in their lives. That's when I started to see the truth.
The truth.
Okay, I do remember what they said. It kind of ties in with Delos too. Is it's interesting to me, you know, how everybody that goes to the park like ends up going with like the worst desires. You know what I mean? Like to kill people or even to rape people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and I was thinking, if you're rapey in a park, you're still rapey.
Yeah.
Aren't you?
Yeah. I mean, it's, yeah, it'd be one of those weird moral things. Like,
there's some things you probably wouldn't do even just to,
yeah.
you know.
Well, like, we saw what happened to William. Is he went in there thinking that it was all, you know, kind of real, and he didn't want to do anything like that. But then he lost it.
Yeah, and then he became a bad person.
Well, a bad video game character.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
This is the moment that defines James Delos' life.
It's just interesting, like, how people are just shitty deep down.
I'm sure it's all cathartic, you know?
Well, yeah.
Because, I mean, you are not the person you are on the internet.
True.
I'm
Yeah.
way much more of an asshole on the internet than I am in real life.
Right.
Taught me how to hold my breath underwater. Threw me in, wouldn't let me back out until I touched the bottom.
I don't think that's a bad way to do it.
Taught me to swim.
I loved his answer.
Same as I taught you to swim. And I didn't end up a fucking junkie, did I?
You know, there's no way you could be well adjusted with him as your father.
I mean, look how he's just wasted and he's drinking like some high-end Glenlivet.
Yeah.
Please, come back.
Can you be an alcoholic if you drink nothing but high-end stuff?
Yeah. Yeah. You're not really in the gutter,
Yeah.
so to speak.
Like he talks about being at rock bottom here.
Yeah.
I mean,
I told you.
you're buying $80 whiskey. That's your rock bottom?
I was just this past weekend in New Orleans looking at people like literally living in the street. They're at rock bottom.
Yeah.
Some of them.
I mean,
Some of them I was like, you look like you're
Yeah.
eating pretty good.
yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say that.
I'm all the way down. Just sitting here drinking some Glenlivet.
Looking at the ocean.
Age 20 years. Yeah. I'm on beachfront property, just looking at bottom.
Oh,
Poor guy, you know.
poor Logan.
But he's getting kicked out of the mansion.
Yeah, I mean, that is sad.
Just hanging out by the endless pool.
The last conversation Delos ever had with his only son.
You can't buy happiness. That's what this is all about.
6 months later. I knew Delos a million different pathways. They always ended up right here. This moment.
You're saying humans don't change at all?
The best they can do is to live according to their code.
Interesting.
Yeah. See, this part gets really weird here.
The copies didn't fail because they were too simple, but because they were too complicated.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
The truth is that a human is just a brief algorithm.
I mean,
10,247 lines.
That's crazy. 10,247?
There was to it.
They are deceptively simple. Once you know them, their behavior is quite predictable.
He's dead. He's no use to me.
she's like, I don't give a shit.
Where are the rest of them?
But the fact that the whole humans are just algorithms, I that is interesting because I do feel like we are programmed to a certain extent to act and
Yeah.
behave certain ways. The people who don't are ones that we consider crazy,
Yeah.
quote unquote, you know, and or outcasts or rebels, you know. But we are really kind
Well,
of
what's the definition of crazy? Doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome every time?
right.
So, I mean, they...
So follow your algorithm and you're sane is what you're saying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I recreated every
So they're not
single
wrong.
set foot in the park.
In a way.
Most of them
Yeah.
are soft.
Okay, I can't find any...
Significance to that number?
Yeah.
10-2, what was it?
10,247.
10-2-47?
Yeah.
What happened on that day?
Their actions.
October 2nd.
Is there anywhere in this world we can?
I mean, it does have 10-24/7,
For anything she needs.
whatever that means.
Oh, yeah.
But
How about you?
10-24-07.
10,
Tell me what's to become of this place.
24.
Oh, I kind of cheated and looked on something on the internet while they're walking through.
Mm-hmm.
There was scenes of where we had previously seen like Bernard talking to Dolores or somebody talking to Dolores, and I think Maeve as well. Off to the sides there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, as they're walking in.
I kind of want to pay attention to the names that we see on these books, too.
Oh, yeah. So you were right, because last week we were discussing, was it a server room or a library? You thought it was a library, I believe.
Yeah.
So good call.
Well, it's both. I mean,
really, yeah.
it's
you're
really
right.
a server room. But
Probably just looks like a library to
Yeah.
them.
And see, she has a photographic memory. So is she memorizing these people as she's looking through them?
She could be, sure. Yeah.
The world is not for the faint of heart, Bernard. It's winner take all.
Oh.
Close turn.
So she's doing like some Johnny Five learning right now?
I mean, she can, remember HD everything. So I would think that would be what she'd be, that'd be what I would do.
Yeah. Or maybe she's going to try to look up some of these people in the real world?
Yeah. Memorize those and replace them.
Yeah.
And she's got it. She's already got it done. Did we just crack season 3?
We cracked season 3. Akacheta. I don't know how you say that.
Yeah. Apparently, we're pronouncing other things wrong. It's Lakota they're speaking.
Oh, okay. Lakota. There you go.
Yep.
Something you'll only hear on Westworld, or Jestworld, TangentWorld.
TangentWorld. Whatever world.
It's like Shogun World and Westworld.
Yeah.
It's all in the same park.
But we're the park.
Yeah. Or are we the simulation?
There is a red cobalt with its lights on. Okay, yeah, so keep an eye on his gun.
It almost looks like that's a different gun than he had in...
Well, that's a rifle.
Okay.
It's the one
Yeah.
on his back.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Because she had one that looked like the one he had, I thought.
Yeah.
Armistice?
Yeah. Now, Armistice has a shotgun.
Okay. I love this part.
Go, go, go. Get her to safety. She'll need you. It's my fucking speech anyway.
That was awesome, Sizemore. He ends up redeeming himself. Although I don't understand why.
Yeah,
Like, what was the
that's
point of
totally in
this?
1892. Sweet.
Nice.
Only on Tangent World.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sizemore's a fucking hero.
He is a hero, but it seems unnecessary. Other than it's just a cool scene.
Yeah. It's just in his programming.
Well, maybe. Because they're not wanting to kill him. He could have just stalled them.
This world you built is bound by villainy. You sleep on the broken bodies of the people that were here before you.
Unless Sizemore felt so much guilt over his part he's played in this.
Yeah. What's kind of neat is, remember he based, come on, Hector.
Oh yeah.
He based Hector or Xerxes the sex robot off his glamorized version of himself.
Right.
Idealized, I guess, would be.
So that's why it was like, you know what? I'll send you on to live.
Yeah. That's why he was like, it's my speech.
Yeah. I wrote it.
Yeah, that'll do it. Those P90s are crazy, man. They shoot like a tiny ass bullet. It's like the 5.7x4.5 or something. It's like a pistol size. Carl Strand.
I wanted to give us a choice.
See, I don't know who Carl Strand is.
Seems like that was the one they wanted us to know, though, because
That's like the only one had a clear name.
yeah, like it was big enough that I could read it. Here, I'll write that one down too. Carl Strand.
Oh, Carl Strand. It's Floki.
Floki. Oh, interesting.
Okay.
That's cool.
Large real data array.
Those are
So that's exactly what she's doing. Is she's memorizing their code.
I think we should go as these drone hosts for Halloween.
Yeah. I mean, I've been thinking about going as Chucky for a couple of years now. I mean, all I need is like some overalls and some Chuck Taylors and a striped T-shirt.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you see the big ramp leading up to this thing? Like it's like a Stargate.
Yeah. Yeah, it is kind of the Stargate. Kind of. It's more of the Matrix, I think.
But
because
yeah.
the humans can't see it.
So, I mean, what it really has to be is like a download. Mm-hmm. Like a download beam.
Yeah.
But their minds will live on here in the forge.
The Forge. I mean, it's pretty cool. Like this whole magical Exodus thing.
Yeah, and this is what Bernard created. Was like a little, right? This little heaven or whatever for the hosts.
Was it Bernard?
I think he did.
Well, yeah. Okay. I think the Logan simulation did it on behalf of,
Right.
yeah, Bernard.
What? Spoilers. When they run into the forge.
Yeah, their body just drops off the edge.
Yeah, so it'd have been funny if like Felix and Sylvester were like, you know what? Fuck it.
We're going too.
We're gonna go too. Ah!
I wouldn't wish that on Felix or Sylvester. Well, maybe Sylvester, but not Felix.
Yeah, I don't wish it on them, but it would have been funny.
But speaking of bringing back Maeve, I think that's who. Because, you know, Felix and Sylvester were tasked to clean up her body.
Exactly.
And, like, which one can be refurbished? Oh, definitely this one.
Yeah, that's why I think that she will come back because they just happen to be there. If that hadn't gone down, I wouldn't have thought that.
Yeah. Because she never makes it here, right?
No.
Just her kid, because the other mom. The other mother.
The other mother. Man, how'd you like to have a sandwich of
It'd be pretty sweet.
Maeve and fake Maeve?
Yep. Maeve 1 and Maeve 2.
Maybe throw in 2 clementines.
Both Clementines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm out this Matrix.
Pee-doo-doo-doo. Whip, whip.
Look at all that cable.
Right. Somebody really needs to invest in some zip ties.
Yeah. That's some cabling guy's nightmare right there. Like, oh, no.
Which one is it?
Who didn't color code these?
Yeah.
I couldn't cable it.
See, look at this. She's trying to...
Opening seawater valve.
I don't understand this part. Why is she...
Maximum flow.
Like, she'd rather them die?
Destroy this place.
Yeah.
Destroy the host world too.
I'm saving them.
The world the hosts are running to.
It's interesting because she thinks that she can pick, you know. I'm going to remember these people's code and bring them back or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But then other people, she's like, well, you're screwed.
But not everybody deserves, remember?
Right. Not everybody deserves to make it.
How many counterfeit worlds will Ford offer you before you see the truth? The world
Apparently, she was down in Texas. Is her name Evan Rachel Wood?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She was down in Texas this past weekend at one of the immigration rallies, I believe.
Oh, yeah? That's cool. Probably El Paso. I think a lot of people showed up to the El Paso one.
Should have got her on the show.
Yeah?
Okay, in what world does breaking the screen destroy the computer?
Well, you have 2 computers right here. We can test that.
No.
Oh, okay.
Hell no. I believe my computers would be fine, but then you'd be buying me a new screen. No, Chip. I can't monitor levels if you break that one.
That's true.
Your daughter. You see her?
You can just use your new laptop as a desktop.
Oh, I'd be so mad at you, Chip. So mad.
So Hector got himself a new, improved firearm. Pretty sweet. It's actually just a lot cheaper. Like, more contemporary.
I have shot those P90s.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I've never actually shot a P90. I have one of those mare's legs, just like he's got.
I've actually killed a bunch of people with a P90.
Oh, on a video game?
Yeah, Call of Duty.
Nice.
That's the only way. It's funny, though, because you don't see, like, a lot of the real guns, you know. And I thought the P90 is the only one I was like, oh, I know what that gun is.
Oh, yeah, here's Charlotte's big O line.
The Cleminator.
The Climpocalypse.
Yeah, more
What I love about technology.
more accurate there.
4 horsemen when one will do just fine.
See? One horseman. She's pale horse, pale rider.
I guess that makes sense why they make Clementine so pale and deathly looking all
Yeah.
season.
But she's bringing a pestilence, and she's bringing war with her as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Is it war spreads like pestilence, I guess? Would be how the...
And they're hungry.
Yeah.
They're just hungry.
Did we ever look up what Clementine means?
Yeah, I believe we did. I don't remember what it meant, but I think it had Hector.
But yeah. But I guess the ones that are upgraded by Maeve are not affected.
Not immediately, I don't think. Or did they ever? No, because they didn't get affected, but they did, as you see, get swallowed up. So.
Yeah.
Whoops.
It's a French name.
Clementine.
Okay. Meaning mercy, clemency, mild.
None of those accurate for her.
Yeah. Interesting. It's crazy that it's still active after she's dead.
Yeah, I thought so too. She never gets up, right?
I don't believe so, no.
We'll take a break right here as we're about 48 minutes in and about to see some more shit go down.
The double armistices.
Yeah.
But we are at 48:57.
Right.
So enjoy our hold music while we go use the bathroom and you guys use the bathroom. And
Yeah, take a deuce.
Yeah.
Take 2 deuces.
Double deuce.
Deuce.
The old double deuce.
You got time.
So nice they named it twice.
Yeah. All right. Actually, in all reality, you'll be back with us here in about 20 seconds. We'll see you then.
The old double deuce.
Double deuce.
The old double deuce. I say.
Classic.
Let's all go to the lobby.
Yeah. You can't help but kind of nod your head when this is playing, I think.
Oh, I know, right? It's great.
I'm gonna probably have to get the whole song and just jam it out while I'm driving around.
Playlist.
Yeah, definitely. It's like, for those of you who love this, it's like the Slewfoot 5 or something?
Yep, it is the Slewfoot 5.
Right on, right on. Well, we took a little break, and we paused the Westworld Season 2, Episode 10, The Passenger.
At 48:57.
So we are going to go ahead and resume this episode of Tangent World. Chip?
3, 2, 1.
The Cellar. Man, he's about a bad go of it the last few.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. I'd say that looks the same.
His hand injury?
Yeah. I was thinking it might be a little different.
Well, I mean, and you go back to the first season where they're like, this isn't the first time there's been like a rebellion or something. Do you remember that?
It wasn't a rebellion. It was just this isn't the first time there's been a glitch. You know?
Right,
and
right.
I'm assuming they were talking about when Arnold got shot.
Right, okay.
Have you heard any more people?
Which people? Our kind or theirs?
Both.
So you think all those wires are supposed to be the hair at the beginning that they're combing?
Ooh, that could have some...
Thinking they'll accept us. But we'll always be
Yeah,
a threat.
maybe so.
We'll never be
That'd be interesting.
Yeah. I mean, where do you see white wires, you know? Especially if they all look like Ethernet cables.
Yeah, they do.
We will.
They probably are.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely. Because, I mean, they're all there. They want us to see that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's either that or it's like the tendon and sinew that when they're printing off that guy.
Yeah.
Or it's both.
Could be.
And you'll kill as many as you can. Every man, woman, and child. You'll burn their world to the ground.
So is this the inversion? Is this Bernard killing Dolores now, or Arnold killing Dolores?
Yeah, I really do think it's Bernard just, showing off his free will now.
See, yeah, this is that Remington 1870. Mm-hmm. It does have a side loading gate. Way easier to load. I'm really surprised he wasn't carrying something more like that all the time. The other one was badass,
We have the chance to write our own.
but
If we die, though, that story will never even begin.
supposedly the outlaw Jesse James would carry an extra loaded cylinder, and pop it in and out, because once you get that action down, it's actually way faster than loading it.
Right.
So it's kind of like it's like almost like a cylinder magazine.
Yeah,
at
that's
that
interesting.
point.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
This isn't a dream, Dolores.
Most other guys just carried a second gun,
Right.
which was way easier.
If he had two, wouldn't it be like he had 4 guns?
Huh?
Could he carry 2 for each gun?
Yeah, you totally could. Now I get what you're saying.
This is a fucking nightmare. Bernard is not happy to be human or conscious, I don't believe.
No, I mean,
He wants to just go back to being
yeah. There's no responsibility if you're.
homegirl's F buddy.
That's the.
Yeah, you're
that's the
right.
nostalgia everybody wants from their childhood.
Yeah, you're right.
Everybody, no, it's not that you were freer and all this. It's you had less worries and you were, and didn't have any responsibility. Didn't have to work all the time.
You had
or work as
time for
much.
imagination.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
But they're not dead. You know it's going to be Sylvester and Felix fixing them up.
Will they? Yeah, I hope so.
You know they're going to fix them all up.
I don't know.
Or they'll fix her up. Maeve.
Maeve, yes. I'm
And then Maeve will
100%
fix the
sold
others.
on Maeve. I don't think Armistice and Xerxes the sex robot make it.
Really?
I don't.
I think they do. I think both armistices Armistice.
Yeah, I think neither. I think they're all screwed. I think Maeve does get, because Felix recognized, saw her there.
But if he brings her back, then she'll bring all the rest back.
You carry my heart with you.
Maeve should have just gone.
She can't. She's got to hold back the flood.
Whatever.
No, they totally had time.
Yeah, just run.
Yeah.
Just run for it.
But I also feel like she couldn't allow them to get in.
Right.
The corruption.
True. Well, yeah. What would have happened if they would have all just gone in? Would they have been free, or would they have been, like you said, corrupted?
I think they would have been corrupted, and they would have ruined it for everybody.
That would be interesting.
Because at that point, they'd be immortal in there. So they'd be immortal and crazy and terrorizing people.
Right.
I would assume. I don't think they can die in there.
Because I would think that once whatever that is of theirs that goes into this forge, right?
Yeah.
That's separate from the host bodies. I would think once they got in there, they probably would be good.
I don't know. I guess...
Like heaven.
Yeah. Is the Teddy that's in there, is he the one, like the old Teddy or the new Teddy? Is he Teddy or Theodore?
I don't know. That's interesting, though. Like, what would happen if they would have made it in? Maybe they'd all been saved.
Like, if Clementine had gotten in there, she could have turned it into hell.
Right.
It'd be eternal, just death and destruction.
That could have happened, too.
That's awesome. Look at that.
Yeah, that was cool. Although they should have made, like, a Game of Thrones-esque human wall, like, even bigger, like, where they're climbing up on top of each... Like, the scene where Jon Snow is almost buried alive.
Yeah.
That made me so uncomfortable watching that.
Oh, claustrophobic.
Yes. He made it.
So, this does still leave the question of what the 3 other parks are.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think one of them just opened this last weekend. Jurassic World.
Oh, yeah. Great movie.
I still want to watch it.
Oh, yeah. It's all a dream.
That was cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad that the Ghost Nation ended up being the good guys. I take back all my... some of it. What was Dolores' line earlier? She's like, I'm not here to play cowboys and Indians anymore.
Right.
So some of you that just went there to kill Indians, you're racist, but everybody else.
If you specifically killed the Indian host and not the white host, I guess that would be really racist.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, if you're like, I'm gonna go there, kill me some Indian.
But if you go there and you're like, you kill everybody.
Yeah. If you're indiscriminate on who you kill,
yeah,
that's fine.
I wonder, are there people out there that play games like Skyrim? Do you think they play games like racially? Because there are black people and white people in Skyrim.
Yeah. so like, yeah.
Like, oh, this is a black character, a black NPC. I don't trust him.
Yeah. Maybe I would guess. I never thought of it that way.
I don't know. That's a good, yeah.
I hear how racist people are, like, just in general, like, when they're talking to you.
Oh, yeah.
Online.
And certain people in person.
Yeah. But I would have to say yes. There's got to at least been one person out there that was like
David Duke. He's playing Fable or playing Skyrim.
Right.
And he's just like, oh, man, he's like, I can put up with these Khajiit, these cat people, but these damn black people, like really?
Yeah,
that's funny.
It's sad. No, TangentWorld. But yeah, I bet there are people that do that because they're just racist through and through. Well, I mean, if people get mad that a Jedi is black,
Right.
right, you know, then they got to get mad at video games for the same thing.
No, I mean, people get mad that like the new Star Wars like inverted everything.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
Luke Skywalker's new character is now
A woman.
A woman. The woman that, you know, A New Hope.
I saw that, and you know what? I said right then, I am not voting for Hillary Clinton.
No joke, I heard this conversation at Saints Bar in the Plaza around right around the time Mad Max came out, like the new Mad Max. So I'm sitting there drinking a beer, and this guy's he's talking to one of his buddies.
Trigger the failsafe.
He's just like, you know, like, they ruined Mad Max. Like, he's in it. He doesn't say a line he says like maybe one sentence the whole movie.
Yeah.
And he takes orders from Charlize Theron the whole time, a woman.
Yeah.
Like, how am I supposed to explain that to my kid? It's supposed to be a man saving the day, doing what needs to be done, like taking care of business, you know?
Yeah.
And the whole time I'm thinking like, Charlize Theron has a fucking robot arm. How do you explain that to your kid?
Here's how I explain it to my kid. If Charlize Theron tells you to do anything,
Yes.
you do it.
Yeah.
You do it.
Yeah. I mean, exactly. But I was just flabbergasted.
Yeah, yeah.
I was
Like
just
that's the thing you're worried about teaching your kids.
like this is like some weird like BDSM like guy playing the guitar.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
and you're cool with that? Like you're fine except that Charlize Theron's a woman.
Well, since we're talking about horrible people on Tangent World, we did a little New Orleans tour.
Yeah.
Like it was 4 other people, and this guy was by himself. He was drunk, and he was from Manchester, England.
Oh, good.
But he was not a white guy. He looked Middle Eastern. I don't know
Yeah,
what
there's
it was, to
there's
be
a
honest.
large Middle Eastern population in England. Sure.
And so, but he had the English accent. Sound. If you
Yeah.
closed your eyes, it would be the typical.
He could also been Indian because there's a lot of
Could have been Indian.
There's a lot of Indians. Yeah.
Sure.
Or yeah.
So, yeah, I'm not making any assumptions as to what he was, but that was his makeup. So we're on the tour, and of course, New Orleans. A lot of slavery that went on there because the getting off the Mississippi River and all that. You know, they would
Really?
be sold right there. In
I
New
was
Orleans.
unaware of that.
Yeah, well, and a lot of the architecture and the buildings, the front buildings would be for the slaves, and then the back would be for the families
Yeah.
and stuff. So they're pointing that out on the tour, and the guy's like, well, you know, it looks like they had it pretty easy. And everybody's like, like, no, you cannot say that. And he's like, well, it looked like they had it pretty easy here. It wasn't so bad, was it?
Oh,
And we're like, oh, God, dude, it was like terrible. And I'm like, they don't teach any history, you know? Like, come on, you gotta know. Are you just trying to be obtuse or?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh.
I mean, from my understanding is maybe like
You're an engineer.
they don't understand like their slavery, their history of that is probably way more mild
Sure.
than ours.
I'm sure
at least-
that it's different.
At least as it pertains to African Americans.
Yeah.
Or Africans, I guess.
But you never, even over there, they never saw like a movie about it.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. I do think it's probably not, their learning might not be as in depth.
right. I mean, because they don't take American history, I'm sure.
Right.
I mean, they should.
Some probably
They
do. I
should.
mean, or college. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah. No, I mean, it should be taught everywhere.
But I've read your file.
Oh, yeah, this is a good part.
yeah.
But no, I think every country should teach American history just like us.
Yeah. Tangent World.
Oh, dude, Elsie.
Oh my God, I know. And it was
Charlotte.
Charlotte. She's a badass.
Yeah, cold-blooded.
I didn't think she was a murderer. Have we seen her murder anybody yet?
Not really.
I mean,
we've seen her shoot at like other, at hosts and stuff.
Yeah, but Elsie.
That's more of a self-defense thing. This,
Right.
yeah, not so much.
And we assume Elsie is a human.
Oh God.
You killed her.
Did I, Brewer?
Is the pearl what they're calling the little ball?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's what they're calling them.
Have they? I didn't know that they called it a pearl before.
I think they have, but it's not really.
It makes sense, though.
Neither here nor there. It's
Yeah.
not really a pearl. It's more of like a golf ball.
Yeah, kind of.
Minority Report ball.
Yeah. That's what it reminded me of when I first saw it.
So how weird would that be? Knowing what we know now.
If it was Minority Report?
No, if I mean, because we know Charlotte
yeah.
is Dolores.
Right.
Spoiler. So,
Gotcha.
Would you want to dig around in your own brain?
That would be crazy, yeah.
Your old brain?
My stepdaughter went and observed somebody cutting into a brain.
Yeah.
She's in medical school.
That's dope.
Wouldn't take me.
Did you at least bring you a slice?
No, I know. I was like, just bring me a little snack.
Like doggy bag?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Lame.
I know.
No Hannibal Lecter for you.
It's my dream.
Now all those are
All the hosts are gone.
All the hosts are gone.
And the sky is red. Yeah.
You're not going to be able to do it, Bernard.
I gotta get that juice. He should have slapped it like. Oh yeah.
I mean, look,
He's trying to find Ford.
yeah.
Yeah.
You deleted him. Doesn't work like that, Bernard. I don't think your brain has a recycle bin.
Yeah.
Drag and drop.
How do I find the deleted files?
Drag and drop. But see, summon the devil.
Yeah.
Like that's like practice witchcraft, summon the devil.
Right.
Sorry, Bernard, but you always saw the best in me. I always thought it was the hosts who were missing something, who were incomplete. It's them. They're just algorithms designed to survive at all costs. Sophisticated enough to think they call the shots. They think they're in control. And they're really just the passenger.
They're the passenger. That's right. Although, like I say, it's probably multi-purpose name for the things
So-
it's describing.
Our consciousness is the passenger.
Right.
Because we're all living in a simulation.
Truly free, but need to be able to question its fundamental drives, to change them. Hosts. Here you are.
So you think Drop Dead Fred is in this universe?
There's only one question left to ask.
The movie?
Yeah.
Is this the end?
Imaginary friend.
Oh. we might have to see. I mean, who was in that? Winona Ryder? Was she the girl in that?
No,
Or-
it's the chick from
Gremlins.
Gremlins.
Gremlins, yeah.
And Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh.
Phoebe Cates?
Yep.
Yeah.
Damn, you're good.
Didn't even have to look that up. Is my phone still dead?
Okay.
Yeah, I think my phone's permanently dead, dude.
I made a choice.
Had to make a choice. What kind of choice, Bernard? Yes. Yes. Help me.
I already have. I've already begun.
I have already begun.
You have to ask the devil for help.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He needs permission, kind of thing.
Like a vampire?
Like a vampire.
I simply did what you told me to do.
The dead world collapses. A tale.
What are we making?
An epilogue.
So, did he make a copy of Charlotte a long time ago and just knew what he was going to do? Or is this showing him making Or like right now, was he able to put together?
Yeah, he prints her.
Okay, so it doesn't take that long to put together a host.
No, it takes hours on the old machine, like in the downstairs.
Oh, okay.
Like, secret area under the church.
Right.
But the new one, I think they can do in like an hour or two.
It's crazy.
It's way too heavy. This isn't the guest data. This is something else.
I remember now. I killed them. All of them.
You already told me that. You killed all the hosts.
No, I found we could be better than you.
I'm still trying to figure out why he was the one featured on the book. You know what I mean? Other than just to kind of get an idea what he would do in this room right now.
I bet they replace him. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Go, we'll meet you back up
My own choice. No taking it back.
No takesy backsies.
But that wasn't Dolores who killed, spoilers. That killed, what was her name?
Charlotte?
Nah. The one she gunned down and
Oh, yeah.
I always forget her name.
Oh, man, I just said it, too.
Yeah, but that was really
Elsie.
Charlotte. Yeah, that was Charlotte.
Yeah, that was the real Charlotte.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause
That was before he had the conversation with Ford.
right.
Imaginary Ford.
Because even though you see her killing everybody right now, you're like, oh yeah, that's just something Charlotte would do.
Yeah.
Look at that butt.
Yep. I'm sure that's a body double.
Probably.
Damn lighting. They should really pay their electric bill.
Be careful what you wish for.
Damn.
But
Yep.
Dolores.
In the flesh.
awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, that
Just murking everybody.
I had no idea that was coming. That was awesome.
Okay, so he's dead.
He did.
That's the real Carl Strain.
But she has him pretty much, she knows all of his files.
Yeah.
Thank you for my
Which means he's visited the park,
but I wouldn't have needed
Oh, I bet he has.
worn a hat.
Oh, yeah. You know, employees get a discount. Which makes sense because that's how they would, you
The
know.
hosts are still in there.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do with them?
As you know, Bernard, we are capable of change.
Unless it's just all a simulation and he's just,
Yeah, this could all. I mean, it's not in. It's not in box office.
I have one last soul to carry to the new world.
you say one just
Okay.
The hosts are still not free.
One last soul to carry to the new
On
world.
the system, they can access their world.
They won't. This was your plan, Bernard. This is the only way we can escape.
They're changing the coordinates.
And so they're like beaming everybody out
yeah.
to, I guess, a secure location, or just out into space.
Sending them and their world to a place no one will ever find them. There's no
I don't
coming
know.
back now. No passage between their world and ours.
And me.
I'm sorry, Bernard. There was never any way for us to escape. Not as us. Ford understood that. I'm sure a part of you does too.
Aww. Dolores. What an evil biatch.
Wait, so. Okay.
You did fine, my friend.
So she takes out Bernard.
Yep.
I simply did what you told me to do. You're not here, are you?
That's 4. I swear I see like 5 in her little bag.
Yeah, at least 3, I thought.
I purged myself of you permanently. And when I needed you again,
This was a pretty
you weren't there.
pretty good revelation.
Yeah.
So I imagined you. Imagined you helping me, guiding me. But it wasn't you.
He imagined a god helping him and guiding him.
It was me.
Dun 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 dun.
Real life, y'all.
I mean,
Guiding me. Was mine all along.
it was mine all along.
Your memories are precious to you, Bernard, but they will betray you.
If they find out what I am, they'll search my mind and use what they find to undo everything.
The way everybody is dying, like we said earlier, like this so feels like the last that we would ever see of Westworld.
Yeah, this could be the end of it.
Yeah.
But they did say they're making another season, so it's going to have to be out there.
Yeah.
You know? I wouldn't even, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see it set 100 years in the future.
See, all of this is like, okay, I got it. But then there's another little bit of the story that's
Yeah.
like, WTF. We'll get there.
Oh, yeah. There's a great after credit scene.
And Tom, fanboy Tom, was right. We definitely see Ford filming a scene with a hot European actress right here.
Yeah.
I have to give Tom his due and a little bit of shit. Has he seen it yet? Have you heard from Tom?
I have not heard from Tom.
Be interested to see what he thinks about this episode.
Oh, it's crazy. I mean, I don't know. I don't really get this part.
I don't
Like, he just
either.
lays down on this in the sand.
I think this is all unconscious in his unconscious.
Yeah. Because I mean, the next thing we see is Dolores has rebuilt it.
Right.
Next thing we see of him.
Yeah. And I also, out of all the ways I thought that maybe Dolores would get out of the park,
Definitely not how I thought it would happen.
no, but it was so good. This I spoiled it a little earlier, but this scene with Stubbs,
Yeah. There's so much like info.
yeah,
But you know, his job is to read people. Like, Because remember, he like knew about Bernard and what's her name, the dead chick from season 1.
You told me once that you were afraid of who I might become.
sucks for Evan Rachel Wood though.
To become what I may.
Why?
Oh yeah, she does bring her
Yeah.
back as duh.
A survivor.
See, they have the humans separated over there, so that leads me to believe that she was a human, the daughter, and how they had just have all these kind of slumped together.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Judgment. And die with
But they have her separate, so I mean, who knows? But that could just be Felix
I
and
must live with my choices. And my regrets.
Seal Vista. But yeah.
Okay. So yeah, this combo right here. So this means all this means is that she doesn't have a thing in her head, right?
Right. Her, whatever, that vertebrae is not explosive.
Right. But neither did Dolores, right?
No, Dolores did.
Because well, maybe they took it off.
It was Maeve who did.
Oh, because they never left the park for those parties.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I bet you do.
We found a high-value survivor. He's in best shape.
I'll be right there.
Of course, we all know who that is.
Yeah.
You know, the old man himself hired me. So many years ago, I can barely remember it. He was very clear about my role here. about who I was supposed to be loyal to. Guess you could call it my core drive.
My core drive. Hint number 1.
Yeah. Well, he couldn't remember it.
Yeah, that too.
He started.
It was so long ago he could barely remember.
The lines.
It's pretty much the same thing that Bernard said when he was talking about how long he'd worked there.
You're not sure who you're supposed to be loyal to in a world like that. What do I know? Guess I just stick to the role Ford gave me.
That stick to the role Ford gave me. I mean, it could just be
Well-
his job, but
And it almost sounded like he was swearing allegiance to her, too.
yeah.
Inside the park.
He knew exactly right there
Yeah.
who she was and what she was doing. And how would he know?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, his job is to read people, but I'm sure she read her book.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
The passage wasn't easy.
I just think Stubbs is a host.
yeah, I do too.
Not all of us made it.
And it makes perfect sense because Ford probably hit a lot of hosts where people just had no idea.
Yeah.
I was so mad when this part of the show ended, or like
Yeah.
But hopefully everybody hung out for the credits.
Oh, man.
So here's Teddy.
See, he looks so
Angel
sad.
said,
He looks so sad.
well, how could he be happy if his girl didn't go to
Right?
heaven with him? And they'll never be together now, right? She said there's no way to go back and forth.
Yeah.
Although,
So, yeah, like, and that brings into question what is heaven? Because, I mean, like, let's say my heaven was to have Jesse Jane there, you know? And
Right.
but that'd probably be Jesse Jane's hell. Like, she would,
dang,
like,
you gonna get that freaky with her?
I'm sure she doesn't want anything to do with me.
Is she the one from More?
Yeah.
We could probably make your heaven happen. I think I know people who know her.
I know people that know her. I've met her,
I have too.
but
When I worked for the cat, I met her a few times.
yeah, no, she's married.
Yeah.
She only does girl videos now.
Oh.
When she does, yeah.
5.
There's 5 in there?
Yeah.
I thought there were 5. Okay, so we have one that we don't know about. So they were all black, though, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So I would say it might. I don't know though. It could be Ford. Could be Arnold.
Well, we got Bernard.
But Arnold. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the real Arnold.
Yeah.
Yes, Bernard, this is Nat.
You think she took Teddy?
We're at the beginning.
Oh, so there's no letterbox.
Okay.
But she is wearing that dress. Oh, but I remember.
I don't understand. How am I alive?
You live as long as the last person who remembers you, Bernard. I remembered you once before. So I remembered you again.
Then, where are we?
We're in our own new world.
You got out.
Yes.
Now she's in that dress.
Yeah.
Ford completed Arnold's dream.
Because it didn't look like anything to him.
He built a place for us. A fighting chance.
You know, you mentioned that the Man in Black's wife. You know, she had a lot of stuff that she kicked off, but in one big way, it was her picture
Yeah.
that started a lot of this.
Yeah. That's yeah. She's a key.
Okay, so who is this then?
Promised us a way out.
Well, this is Dolores when she first got there.
Oh, okay, okay.
Now she's like describing like how she got there, but when she walks out here in a second, there's both.
Right. That's what I was wondering. Is there two Dolores now?
So many paths lead to
I mean, or could she could put Maeve in there, I guess.
The way she and Maeve react.
Yeah, I don't think she would have brought Maeve.
But it's like Dolores didn't have a big circle either.
Yeah.
And I can't let that happen.
Clementine, but Clementine was
Yeah.
literally a robot.
If I were human,
I kind of didn't understand this part. Like, why did she need him?
both of us, if we're going to survive,
Even though they're not going to help each other or be friends or whatever.
not as allies, not as friends. You'll try to stop me. Both of us will probably die,
There's always got to be two.
but our kind will have endured.
Got to bring balance to the Force.
Maybe they got to make a baby.
Are you ready?
Oh, okay. So that just literally was her on the other side of the
Yeah.
glass.
So there. I mean. So does that mean there's two Doloreses, or did she
I think she uploaded somebody into
did she-
Charlotte's.
copy Scarlet enough to
Oh.
put her in there, make her own Scarlet?
I don't know. I don't think it's Charlotte, though. I think...
No, it'd be like a. Yeah, it'd be a modified Scarlet.
Right. I almost...
Charlotte.
Yeah. I almost think it could be... It could be like... a copy of Teddy in her body.
I'd watch that.
But, you know, it could be literally any copy of anyone just in that host body.
Yeah, I mean, it could be Ford.
But I guess that's the mystery then, is how they're going to, not as allies, not as friends. The music. I love this music.
I mean, it could be an Adam and Eve thing, or it could be like a Nemesis thing.
So that's intriguing how
Like
that's
a,
supposed to play
like
out.
a Magneto Professor X thing. Is that Coldplay song?
I don't think this is Coldplay.
Not Coldplay. Radiohead.
It could be. I didn't know that. Was there a Radiohead song in this?
Yeah. There was some big song. I think it was Radiohead.
I know they did like some of Radiohead's.
We are the authors.
They covered
of
them,
this story now.
but I don't know. I hadn't heard this one.
Radiohead song Codex.
Oh. It's very haunting. See, and then that's it. Oh.
But is that it?
Oh.
Is that it?
I thought it was. I was like, what? But again, so many questions that they did answer that I thought was neat, because we're no longer in the dark about Delos. Still a little bit of questions as to who's hosts and who might not be, but at this juncture, you can pretty much assume that there's definitely more hosts that we didn't know about.
Oh, nope. Sorry. The Radiohead song was the one with when Maeve was rampaging in there with
Oh, okay. Yeah.
the bulls. I knew there was some significant song.
I'm interested who this song is.
No, you're not.
Yeah. Utah. They must film some of it in Utah.
I can see that.
Yeah. Where's the music? Nope.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah, because we never saw him get out of the elevator. Because I was like so mad that we didn't know what happened.
But this could be any time. You know, like, doesn't necessarily have to be that elevator trip.
True.
Because look how much dust and dirt is everywhere. Like, how long has this been?
Or maybe he just has access to this level nobody else goes to.
Yeah. Look, like, this is all a... This looks all like it's in ruins, though.
Yeah, it does.
Like,
No,
No, though.
the system's long gone.
Long gone. So you're right. Interesting.
or this could be a trick from Ford, you know?
True. But I was thinking it looked like that place that Dolores and them were in a little bit. But it looked all jacked up.
This is your world. Or what's left of it.
She did say it's not a simulation right there, but that doesn't prove anything to me.
Right. I mean, that could mean it's a computer simulation, or
Where you are?
it could be the live action simulation like the park is.
Yeah.
In the park. In my fucking park.
And how long have you been here?
I don't. I don't know.
Do you think this is the real Emily?
No.
I don't either.
Tell me, what were you hoping to find? To prove?
It's probably just the form it took, just like it was Logan before.
Oh, so you think he's in the Matrix right now?
No, I think that's what it printed for him.
I have a fucking choice.
Oh, yeah, got you.
And yet here we are. Again.
How many times have you tested me?
It's been a long time, Will.
And she doesn't call him Dad.
Yeah.
I have a few questions for you. The last step's a baseline interview to allow us to verify.
You already knew what it was.
What?
Yeah, why are you even asking?
Fidelity.
Bang.
Well, what was that look, though? Was he worried? Was he happy?
Did he, he finally got it?
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
But yeah, what a great show.
Oh, man. So I just don't know. I really don't
Yeah.
know if he... I want to say, yes, he's definitely a host. But like you said, it could still just be a Ford mindfuck.
Yeah, I mean...
Because they genuinely do not like each other.
No.
So it seems like that would be perfect for Ford to basically...
Well, yeah, because I mean, if from Ford's point of view, William came in here and bastardized his invention.
Right.
Like,
yes. Yeah.
So
And so what's the best way to mess with him? You
make
know,
him think he's crazy.
Yeah.
Or make him think he's a robot. you know,
Right.
like-
Right.
But who knows? I mean, that looked pretty far in the future, but in that world, nothing was out of Ford's control.
That's true.
So.
That's true. Man, Chip, I got to say, this whole week I've been thinking about the series finale, the season finale anyway, not
Yeah.
the series, the season 2 finale. 10 episodes.
10 episodes.
They went by quick.
Did.
I've enjoyed every Jestworld show. I'm sad that we're not going to do any Jestworlds for a while.
Yeah, we have a couple that we were gonna do. We're gonna watch the movie. And that'd
Yeah.
be like a TangentWorld, Jestworld
Right.
crossover episode, very special episode.
Right.
So
That, and we for the Jestworld fans, we may have like some kind of video of the Guns of Jestworld feature.
Yep.
Yeah, and some stuff like that. So, they'll definitely be able to get more Jestworld. As far as TangentWorld,
We're gonna keep going. We're gonna watch movies.
Yeah.
We're gonna pick up another series. Maybe, I don't know.
yeah, I got one in mind.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely. I would think once Game of Thrones gets here,
for sure. But I mean,
But there's one even sooner.
Better Call Saul.
No,
I don't know.
I wouldn't mind doing Better Call Saul.
What's that show?
Castle Rock.
Castle Rock. Oh, and we can't forget American Gods.
Oh yeah,
because that's totally in the Tangent World universe.
Yeah. So, just we're gonna do. If you want to check out the Jestworld, is what we do, like the after shows where we recap the show. So we won't get too much into that here or else we won't have anything to talk about on Jestworld.
Correct.
But we'll have to talk a little bit about what we learned and what we didn't learn. Mm-hmm. And so that's kind of going to be the theme for Jestworld. So
and we'll just have to touch on some predictions.
Yeah.
And or should we do a prediction episode? And then we can get some comments and some emails and things like that.
I figure we'll do a couple of predictions, but we'll have like a wrap up of the season too.
That'll work.
But for you people listening along to Tangent World, like we said, movies, all kinds of stuff coming your way. So we're gonna keep doing all that,
and we're looking to get in some swag.
Yeah,
swag.
Yeah, so keep following us and email us whatever you thought about this Tangent World or our Jestworld episodes, anything. Send it to jestworld@gmail.com.
Yep. All right. Well, there's our music. That's the signal to go.
Yeah, that's a wrap.
So good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Yeah, Heidi ho, Heidi hey. I don't know. Have a good one.